When the client is ready to begin the exercise, they're going to start by taking one exaggerated step forward, just like so. Before working down into the flexed position, they want to ensure that their feet are facing forward, their shoulders are back by pulling the shoulders and scapulas towards the back so the chest and sternum point up and out. They want to ensure neutral head positioning by staring at a spot just ahead of them. And they want to ensure that their hips are facing forward and not shifting at any point in the exercise. Finally, they want to maintain an erect positioning of the torso and work to engage the core. Once the client has found stability of the stance and the trailing leg has now shifted the stability towards the ball of the foot, the client is going to work down into the full range of motion. This is achieved by coming down to a 90-degree angle of the front leading leg. The actual depth of the exercise is dependent on the flexibility of the hip joint. The client will now want to come back to the starting position, and this is achieved by placing all the weight and balancing the stability to the forward lead foot. Once the weight of the forward foot is achieved, you will forcefully push back to the starting position. The client wants to work through a vertical positioning of the body, maintaining stability, meaning they do not want to jerk the upper body to get back to this position. Once they are here, they're going to ensure that they have come back to the starting position, bringing that lead foot right next to the trailing leg. Working through this range of motion back into the backward movement, the trailing leg will now gain back some of the stance. Now that the lead leg is positioned back into the starting position, you want to ensure that the stance between both the trailing and lead leg is spread out evenly, dividing the weight over both feet. This is where the client will now stop to gain balance and ensure that proper positioning is being maintained. The feet, knees, and hips all pointing forward, sternum up and out with the shoulders back, head in a neutral position, no hyperextension or flexion. Once balance is regained back from the starting position, the client will now alternate legs to step forward. I'll demonstrate a few reps. The lifter may find it beneficial to divide the movement into 5 phases. So they're going to push onto their lead leg, bend down into the lunge, hold, they're going to stand up, and forcefully push off to come back to the starting position. They're going to regain their balance and come down into the other leg, breaking the movements down into step, lunge, hold, push off, and come back. Ensuring again that the shoulders stay back, the torso is erect, the feet, knees, and hips are all facing forward, and the head is in a neutral position. Once the client is back at the starting position and they have completed the set, they're just going to bend into the knees and the hips and slightly in the torso to bring the dumbbells back to the ground. When spotting for the dumbbell forward step lunge, you're going to position yourself behind your client. You're going to take a wide stance to maintain a stable position and place your hands on their hip, waist, or torso. When the lifter is ready, they're going to step forward with their lead leg. Go ahead. And the trainer will too step with the same leg. The trainer's lead leg will be in line with the trailing leg of the client. Now come up. You're only assisting with their balance. Once they're back at the starting position, they're going to alternate legs and do the other side. You're remaining in unison with your client. Come up, helping them through the movement to ensure that they have a stable position. We'll do a few reps together. Awesome, and up. And the other side. And awesome. Spotting your client from behind, verbal cueing will work more efficiently. Once you've taken the position behind your client, you're going to want to ensure that your client maintains a position so that the sternum and chest is pointing upward to the sky and the torso is erect. Verbally cueing the depth of the lunge for the client will also ensure that they work through a full range of motion. Point during the exercise when rounding of the shoulders occur, proprioceptive touch can help bring the shoulders back in order to maintain the erect position of the torso. Of the hands on the hips also ensures that the torso remains pointing forward and the hips stay in line.